Imagine the world at noon, falling silent, an eerie shadow swallowing the sun, as if creation itself held its breath. On that first Good Friday, the sky grew dark, not by chance, but by divine design, heralding the greatest transaction in history, light entering darkness to secure our victory. As Jesus hung on Calvary's hill, every heartbeat echoed the gravity of sin and death. Yet in that very silence, victory was being born. For in the absence of sunlight, the light of redemption shone most brilliantly. First, consider the cosmic significance of that moment. The heavens trembled, and the veil in the temple tore in two, not a mere symbol, but a declaration that the barrier between humanity and God had been broken. Through his sacrifice, the price owed by sin was paid in full. Therefore, what looked like defeat was in reality the decisive blow against every force that held us captive. But even beyond cosmic signs, the darkness on Good Friday speaks to our personal struggles. We all endure seasons when hope seems distant, when shadows gather, and faith falters. Yet here lies the promise: true victory is not birthed in comfort, but in the crucible of adversity. Just as the cross became the altar where grace and justice met, so our darkest trials can become the formation ground for unshakable faith. Moreover, in that sacred stillness, we glimpse the heart of God. While the world recoiled at the horror of the crucifixion, the Father's love was poured out in utter surrender. Jesus' silent endurance was not passive resignation, but active triumph, bearing every sin so that we might be clothed in his righteousness. Thus, the darkest moment of history became the dawn of a new covenant. Therefore, when you face your own midnight hours, whether it's grief that weighs you down, guilt that accuses you, or fear that paralyzes you, remember that the ground under your feet can become holy ground. The same power that split the temple veil now splits the chains of despair. In the hush of your struggle, listen for the heartbeat of hope. And yet, this victory demands a response. We must not merely observe the cross, we must stand beneath it. To stand is to declare that our story is not defined by darkness, but by the dawn breaking forth from the tomb. It is to believe that every tear we shed is being collected and redeemed, every failure being woven into a tapestry of grace. Furthermore, the Good Friday darkness invites us into solidarity with Christ. He did not hold back his glory, but descended into our night so that we might rise with him. As we meditate on Calvary's shadow, let us also fix our eyes on the empty tomb that followed. For if the same hand that stilled the sun could raise Jesus from the dead, then no power, external or internal, can thwart the promise of new life he offers. Finally, let this truth shape how you live. In your relationships, choose forgiveness even when wounds run deep. In your work, press on with integrity despite obstacles. In your prayer, persist through seasons of silence, knowing that God's breakthrough often comes after the longest wait. So in the echo of that holy stillness, claim your victory. Step out of the paralysis of doubt and into the radiance of resurrection hope. Stand firm, not because your strength is sufficient, but because the one who defeated darkness within and without is alive and at work in you. Today, let the Good Friday darkness remind you. When the world grows dim, the light of redemption shines ever brighter. Victory was born in that quiet eclipse, and it is yours to embrace.